Welcome back to Let's Play Mars War Logs. I'm BurningDogFace, and it's time to make a decision. Talk to Devotion and side with Honor Grant, or talk to Judy and side with the Resistance. Both sides have their pros and cons. Both are looking to get rid of the Technomancers. But Honor might just reinforce the status quo. Well, no, Honor will reinforce the status quo, while the Resistance might just end up driving Aurora back into war. And there's no guarantee that either of them won't just discard Roy and company like trash once they're no longer useful. In the end, I decided to ask myself which had the potential for more good. And in the end, someone else asked me one question that finally helped me make a decision. Seriously, right up until the last moment before I went to bed last night, I had been considering doing some filler material here instead so that I could continue putting it off. And then someone asked me, what would Roy choose? And I realized Roy Temperance, after spending so much time fighting to be free and on his own, I just don't see him siding with the government. That's what it came down to. The Resistance has the potential to do some serious good for Mars. And if that leads to still more doom and gloom, at least we'll be trying for something better. Like I said a long time ago, you can't get a happy ending if you don't try for a happy ending.
Have you decided? Are you going to join the ranks of those who fight in the name of freedom?
All right, I'll join you if you do everything you can to get Innocence out.
Thank you, Roy. Here, Innocence left his diary at the HQ. I think he'd prefer you to have it.
Mentor and Aurora Execution unlocked. I don't find locking my target very helpful. Oh, Innocence.
There must be a way to stop them. We've got to get him out of there.
Judy, we tried everything. We even thought about an all-out attack, but look at that. Those bastards have a machine gun. They must know we're here.
It can't turn this way.
Stand here.
We never thought they'd bring out something like that. The second we get in the yard, we're dead meat. That's exactly what they're expecting. I'm sorry.
No!
Oh, lend us an ear, boys, lend us an ear to the whispers of dead who've been wronged. Oh, lend us a tear, girls, lend us a tear. We're the last to give voice to their song. The walls of Aurora like drums stretched before us. We rise to their glorious beat. So pick up your blades and sharpen your courage until they know defeat.
No.
I've read this diary that Innocence kept, which Judy's given to me. Everything he went through since he got to camp is in it. Because even if he's dead, a hero and a martyr, the story is far from over. He talked about the people he met, what we did. He even wrote whole pages on what I did since he started following Marco. I knew the Resistance had good sources, but I didn't think he'd hear about me stopping the serial killer. Nor that Mary and Tenacity were with me now. In fact, I was a bit embarrassed to realize that I was the hero of the book. Maybe that's why I feel kind of obliged to keep it going. Because even if he's dead, a hero and a martyr, the story is far from over. We're here. Green Hope. You know, it's not that different from what I've seen in other places. The dusty old hydroponics farm, crumbling under the wind and the war. When you think of everyone who died here for this. What a miserable place. The name hardly reflects its condition.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Lots of people died here, taking it or defending it. It was a real slaughterhouse. But we can't stay here. Marco's waiting for us in the eastern part of the town. We have to move.
Interesting bleed. Well, there's that. Bear with me here, folks. I just want to see what happens. Or if it's about innocence, that could be something. That could be a different matter altogether.
It's good to see you again, sir. Have you made a decision about the General's offer?
I hope the General will keep his word. If he does, you can count on me. I'll go to Green Hope with you.
Innocence Smith, on your feet, follow me.
I've had your friend removed from the Source prison. For the time being, the Technomancers are unable to do anything to stop me.
Where is he?
I'm taking you to him. I had him transferred here, the Ministry. Do you want to go in?
No. If I do, he'll hate me. I betrayed his cause, his ideals, and he'll see it right away.
You were only fighting back legally and effectively. And you saved his life.
Oh no.
I doubt he'll see things the same way. Even if you fight the Technomancers, you closed your eyes on the deaths of the militia, and that's the only thing that matters to him. You should release him. He doesn't need to know I'm behind it all.
I can't release him right now. What do you think his friends would think if they saw him freed? They'd think he betrayed him. And they'd kill him.
You're probably right, but he can't stay here. He's still too close to the Technomancers. Send him to Shade Valley or some other small city, a long way away from all this shit.
All right. Devotion will escort him. There's nothing more you can do for him now. One thing. He had this notebook on him when he was arrested. There's a lot about you in it. Here, keep it.
Why am I still alive? Where are you taking me? Please, I need to know. Are you taking me to a work camp? You know Roy Temperance?
Forget it. Enjoy the trip.
I've read this diary that Innocence kept, which honor is given to me. Everything he went through since he got to camp is in it. His story is moving, even if I realize that maybe I didn't make him tough enough. I didn't get him ready for what was ahead. He talked about the people he met, what we did. He even wrote whole pages on what I did since he joined the Resistance. I knew the Resistance had good sources, but I didn't think he'd hear about me stopping the serial killer. Nor that Mary and Tenacity were with me now. In fact, I was a bit embarrassed to realize that I was the hero of the book. Maybe that's why I feel kind of obliged to keep it going. I have to finish this story so he can read it for himself when he comes back from exile. There we are. Greenholm. You know, it's not that different from what I've seen in other places. The dusty old hydroponics farm, crumbling under the wind and the war. When you think of everyone who died here for this. I was kind of expecting something greener, less desperate too.
There was a lot of fighting here during the war. Lots of the buildings were destroyed. It was probably a lot more like you pictured it before. But I don't think we should hang around. General Honor is waiting for us in the western part of the town.
For the record, Aurora Execution is finished Chapter 2 at any difficulty level, and Mentor is influence Innocence's personality during your conversations. In order to be the hero that Innocence believed I was, I'd have to let him die. In order to save Innocence, I have to sacrifice the ideals that he believed in. He wasn't afraid. During the execution, he wasn't afraid. I'm sorry. But it's what you wanted. Damned kid would have wanted Roy to join the Resistance no matter what. What can you do in the face of idealism like that, huh? I guess we finally found someone who truly lives up to his virtue name. It's your deal, anyway.
Roy, I can't get Innocence's last moments out of my head. I feel so guilty. But, I'm sorry. I know you've got more on your mind than my feelings. What can I do for you?
I wanted to know. He wasn't with you long, but I'd like you to tell me what he did while he was here.
I'd love to. Right at the start, Marco asked him to carry messages. Sounds easy, but it can be dangerous. He did really well. He got fake IDs to groups being hunted by the Technomancers, couriered authorizations, and even resistance tracks.
What else did he do?
Marco ended up trusting him and recognized his bravery. He asked him to infiltrate the military base. We needed to contact certain soldiers without being seen. And he's how we learned about the train, too. Even if I almost regret it. I really liked him, Roy. He was both fragile and full of strength. He wore his name well, which is not something you see too often.
Thanks for telling me all that, Judy. It's good to hear what he did with you and that he was among friends.
This is kind of ridiculous. And I can't even say forget it right now.
What's Marco's problem with me?
Marco lost his family in the Technomancer's jail. Like all of us. Of course, that's not really a good enough reason, but he can be very hard. He doesn't forgive easily, and basically for him, all Technomancers are executioners.
Ooh.
Do you think the same thing?
I don't need Marco to think, Roy. If I came looking for you, it's because I don't agree with him. That doesn't mean I can stop him thinking what he wants. You're the one who's got to show him he's wrong.
Okay.
You're not like him. You get along well anyway?
It's true we don't always agree on things, but we do have the same vision, Roy. And that vision is far more important than our differences.
Oh man, I really want to ask. I mean, I don't think so, but... Oh, the hell with it.
Were you ever involved?
Because I'm a woman and he's a man, you don't think we can share a vision without sleeping together? Get real, we've never slept together. To be honest, he's not my type. But why are you asking?
Just curious.
Gossip monger, huh? Don't count on me to stoke your flames.
What do you think of our Dowser?
To be honest, during the war he was my hero. He was incredible, an amazing strategist, and he gave us hope when we thought we were goners. At the time, he made us so many promises. Then he went and broke them all. I really thought it was going to give the people more freedom. That's why we fought so hard. All that to take out the militia as soon as we got back from the front. It killed me. Now I hate him.
I understand completely. Even if I was in camp when he became the Dowser, I felt the hope he brought, and I saw the despair when I got back.
Thank you, Roy. That's it exactly. But let's change the subject. This is depressing.
Yes, sorry about that. Right, there wasn't anything over there to search. Oh, great. I'm finally going to be taking part in my first real battle for the Resistance. We're going to attack a convoy of prisoners. Who knows, maybe my parents are among them. I told Charity to ask Roy to join us. Marco may not agree, but I know Roy is a good guy, and his presence will make the difference. What? By using technomancy so we could escape, Roy revealed himself to the Source, and they sent people to hunt him down. He took out most of them, but I'm worried. I doubt that they will give up so fast. They're so possessive with their power. We'll have to be careful. I got this diary from Judy. It's pretty troubling to read all these things about me, especially after having seen the kid get killed. I can only keep it up for him, just like I took up his fight in the Resistance. I hope he'll be able to finish this struggle, so he didn't die for nothing. The soldiers of Green Hope are part of the contingent sent by the Source to ensure the reconstruction of the hydroponic site goes smoothly. They also watch over the safety of the Technomancers there. They are veteran troops and care little for the problems of the farmers in the village, remaining focused on the military protection of the site. The people of Green Hope have only been there a short while. They were all sent by the Source to relaunch the hydroponic production of the site, which used to belong to Abundance. Most of them are farmers, though there are also craftsmen and merchants. Hell of a time for a sneeze. Site of the attack on the train. This deserted area is just a place trains pass through, and yet it is to become the site of a major battle involving the Resistance. Green Hope is a major hydroponic site with a yield that is usually very high. During the war, it was the scene of several bloody battles, and when Aurora took it, victory was assured. As a result of the battles, there was significant destruction, and its reconstruction will be long and expensive. The hydroponic fields are Green Hope's main source of water. They are crisscrossed with micro-irrigation and water recycling channels for growing a variety of crops to feed the enclaves, with an unusually high yield and without wasting water. Honor is a long-serving soldier, a war hero, good strategist, and loyal to the Guild. He was able to reverse the situation during the terrible battle at Green Hope. It was thanks to him and his friend, the new Dowser Wisdom, that Aurora won the war. He is now in charge of the Guild's armies, acting as Minister of War. Oh, that's what that was. What a hell of an episode. I didn't even really do anything. Sorry about that. I'm BurningDogFace. and I'll see you in the next episode of Let's Play Mars Warlogs, when we continue the fight in Innocence Smith's name. I'll see you then.